Liquid bring out the Phoenix from time to time, though, and no matter what happens, I'm always surprised at how much damage Phoenix does. You know, you're talking about it, and it's kind of clicking in my head. You know, you've got the Fire Spirits, extra damage with the talent. You can go for a Veil build if you want to, and just really pump it out there.
Very often we do see that talent. The talent is destructive. It kills creep waves extremely fast, and you can kill the enemy heroes like it's nothing.
What do you have? You got Spell Amp, potentially. PM is pretty good, but then you've got Fire Spirit's DPS as well.
It tends to be GPM into the Fire Spirit DPS, into cast range on the Icarus dive, and then it's situational.
Sunray's pretty good with the bear.
Yeah, Sunray is very nice, but the Supernova hit count can obviously be make or break. And if you go Aghanims, it's just impossible. You cannot kill the egg. It's so many auto attacks needed. Incredible.
Classic VP smoke down mid, get ward in. Contest this bottom bounty rune as Poppy is the lone hero down here. Spotted out by Pasha, he sees him across the way. Jungle.
Oh, he's taking the right path here. Could be dangerous if he runs back, and he does, he's gonna go down.
Pasha's scared him, lured him into a trap.
Oh no!
Puppy, you've been found! Spirit Siphon and Shackles, well...
Who do they give the first one? Good luck, you guys! That's pretty funny. Have fun.
Pasha Yabashu. So first blood over to VP. Smoke works out, and we've that's like the first one we've seen in a long time. So often, you know, you have the heroes kind of hiding down in this spot, trying to break the smoke coming in. But VP changed things up with the mid. Have fun, mid one. Lil. Talkative one. This Tusk.
Yeah, I mean, the same is true for mid one. Mid one is never late to, you know, add some stuff in the all chat.
No problem, Penguin. But he forgot to switch his account. That's what we're talking about. It is Father. Phoenix. Orb of Venom on the Phoenix up toward top. Yapzor will be helping out.
You're telling me he was smurfing, Gareth?
Yes.
Oh no.
Smurfing.
Smurfing in my 2018.
Ruining games.
Oh, Poppy in trouble a little bit. Taking damage, and he's not going to get away, I think. He's just dead.
He thought he could maybe get up the ramp. Tries with a kinetic field, but again, dead.
And again, Lil gives the kill to no one, so they're giving such a strong advantage here. 2 kills already on no one.
And a bounty rune.
Before a single CS has been taken by Invoker, no one is already getting so far ahead here.
He's got Null Wand and almost a second Null coming out.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of items already.
So mid one in a 1v2. Tusk hits level 2, so the snowball is now here. If mid one oversteps, they'll start with the shards, but one is in a pretty defensive position there. A little unable to capitalize on that. So dual lanes out from Secret on both of the side lanes here. Yapzor and Penguin top.
They need level 2 on Phoenix before they can really do anything, though. That's the downside. He has Icarus dive, but that's mainly just a defensive tool. And Shaker not really finding a place where he can have an impact right now. Oh, Lil just barely missing the shards there. Pushed out the Invoker instead of pulled him in. I think it's because of the...
They get the kill on the Forge. So mid one's laning presence removed a little bit here as a nice little fisher from Yapzor saves the Phoenix for now, has the Icarus dive to get away, and Solo might just drop to this. A couple more punches from Yapzor will secure it, but the Lucent Beam from Ramses keeps Solo at arm's reach. Oh, now the Tango regen kicking in with a salve. Nope, doesn't have one. It was the clarity that was popped. No salve there for Solo.
Shaker at 350 movement speed, Rasta at 285. Quite a big difference. You get run down and quite easily there.
What about this bottom lane then? Pasha, 1v1 against Ace for now. Poppy really hasn't had an impact.
Pasha played this Omni Knight in the game against SD as well. You know, a little bit of comfort.
Oh, for sure. Snowball, Yapzor. Didn't get trapped by the shards, but the shackles. Perfect in. Casual Sunstrike there from mid one. Bit of a waste of mana, right? Oh, he's got a regen. Never mind. He's got a regen rune going. It's fine. No waste at all. Perfect efficiency from mid one. How dare I talk bad? The master.
He knows what he's doing. You know, playing there, just trying to secure the Luna farm again. Luna's still getting a lot of CS here though, but Phoenix managed to get his way to level 3. Too bad of a start.
2 points in the Fiery Spirits. Solo is really feeling the burn there. And the force of the Icarus dive, that's a pretty long cooldown, and Fisher used to try and block this creep wave up a little bit.
It is. They're a little bit too low HP to do anything though, and Rasta just ate his last tango. He's down to only 1 branch as his inventory. So they're gonna be forced back, and no HP regen on Ramses. They need to send a courier up here with some...
Classic Solo net worth, a little 250.
He knows.
Most of his monetary value is saved up.
Position
Axel,
6.
Cash. Pattern out. Dive is up again. Get the fiery spirits over onto Solo. Still hiding in the trees.
He's
Dodges out
missing.
from another
He
one.
dodges all 3, but he's taking some right clicks. Not really gonna get too much done there. Mid lane right now, 12 denies on this Prophet. Getting quite far ahead, the Invoker.
Sparta. Lucent Beam secures it. Very nicely done there. Even with the Fisher block, they had the range. Kill.
Yeah.
Also something that I wanted to kind of bring up in the draft, but forgot about it mid-sentence or something like that. But the range of initiation here from C is super long, right? They've got Glimpse, they've got Fisher, they've got the Icarus Dive, once you get that talent as well, is very long range.
Oh, the
Solo.
block.
Ooh, hello.
Solo is gonna go down. That's true. They have a very long range that they can initiate from or even counter-initiate from. That's a nice tool to have. And then they have the Sunstrike, of course,
Yeah.
to add in on all that.
Precisely. Especially good against, Luna and DP, who kind of like to stand still in a fight, right? They want to, maybe not DP, but Luna definitely just wants to plonk herself down, get glaives bouncing. Maybe when you're pushing towers, DP is a similar story. You get up to the tower with your exorcism going. That long-range initiation definitely can catch you off guard. DPing mid. About no one here a little bit with a double damage rune. Maybe look for a kill. As Pasha rooted bottom. Was looking for the purification kill on the bear. Could have been close. Quick entangling roots into
Pasha,
Savage Roar.
just about to get his soul ring delivered soon. Gonna be very nice for him. He's gonna go for a shrine use. Heal up first. He's doing quite well on this Omni Knight against the... Oh,
Team into shackles.
so much damage. Like I said, this lane combo has so much kill potential that I was struggling to see how Phoenix was gonna get too good of a game, but still, he can't complain about this. 13 CS, got a lot of help from the Shaker, and doing quite alright for himself.
So when Solo stands next to Ramsey, level 1 Lunar Blessing, he has close to 100 damage. Average.
100 range damage mid. Pasha coming in with the heal as well. Gank here. Fisher is gonna cut off the DP, but doesn't really matter. Low is too strong.
Damage.
That was a nice rotation by Pasha. After going to his shrine, he just ran towards mid.
And now he comes in bottom lane, and guess what? It's pushed on his tower.
Yeah.
Lots of range creeps here. They're doing a decent chunk of damage, holding the wave back with the bear. Pasha will come in, but Thunderstrike from Puppey, and now the harass from the bear sends him back to where he came.
I'm surprised he hasn't sent out his soul ring yet. He's waiting so much with it. Maybe they want courier, but
It's actually just a free tier 1.
could be. I don't know if he can stop that in any single way. So many creeps as well.
With a catapult on top of it all. Solo gets away with murder there, steals the bounty rune. Yapzor and unable to touch him or kill him. Ace with the phase boots. Try and pressure on this bottom lane. What's Yapzor doing? Yeah, Yapzor. That's not your creep wave.
Yeah,
give
he's
it to...
just
give it
doing
to
some
Phoenix.
polling, messing around here. Yeah, give some experience here to Phoenix, who's level 5 already. Once they have that ulti, they definitely want to make use of it. They switch Lone Druid top now immediately after taking the tower on bottom. So they want to keep getting all these tier 1 towers using the power of the Lone Druid Demolish. Because he has it.
No one's rotation. Quite catchy Puppey. They give him bottom lane experience. Get him some boots as well. He's got the money for it.
Has to be
Finish off the
careful though.
Tramples.
Could quickly get run down by Pasha. Puppey. Easiest top. We see Lil kind of walking around here, but they see him. Yeah. Both teams have wards here. Really good vision for Dyer.
A double observer ward in the top lane, in fact. Quick dive away from Sparta as the Ice Shards trap Yapzor in. They cut the trees though, so Earthshaker gets a bit of distance. A nice Savage Roar.
A lot of spells, but no one really gonna go down to this. Team's kind of sticking around, and the Root got pretty lucky there with a Fisher. Kill.
Expect that. Thank.
No one expects the Root. And it comes.
Where's the DP gone? So DP makes another movement down toward Bounty Runes, get the double. Hope for no one.
Yeah, he's take both the runes down here, and Lone Druid not clear on the top lane.
A lot of space for the mid one Invoker. Oh, Puppey. Can you glimpse no one away this time? He tries for it and will succeed, but still the double bounty rune there for the DP. But mid one's Invoker now with Treads, Aquila complete, and a magic wand. He's come back really strongly into this lane after a devastating start.
He definitely has, and this is sort of the right-click Invoker builds, almost reminiscent of the double Forge Spirit build that we saw in the past. Some people were doing the Desolator build. Just the threads is going to allow him to stand his ground and fight a little bit more.
Reminiscent of the old Fata Invoker.
Exactly.
Not the mech one, but the
oh yeah,
the
he's
Treads
had a
Force
few.
Staff, the Midas skip.
The mech one. Fada's thing.
Mech
Trying mech on
anything.
every single hero. Oh, I wonder if Spectre is a mech hero.
I mean, he single-handedly created the SF mech meta around DAC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he played it on Dragon Knight, on Razor, and on SF around. Quite successful. And then mech got nerfed, more mana costs. Now it's not really a thing anymore.
SF got nerfed as well. Down the drain with that hero. Good Fisher. Lock the DP. Cold Snap is there, but the Forge Spirit is dead, so a Spirit Siphon quickly out from no one will buy some time.
So
No
Luna,
Sunstrike.
she wants to protect this creep wave here. She's pushing in behind the tower. This could be dangerous though if someone counter TPs. They're gonna get the Phoenix.
They're so quick about it.
Yeah.
Hex, Lucent Beam, set up for Shackles really nicely.
It's tons of damage.
Bottom lane, root in. Pasha Court has Repel.
One
to
more
save it for
root.
the glimpse though,
Is it
doesn't he?
happening?
Puts
Could
it out
still get the
now.
root if he gets lucky, but the Degen Aura just barely keeping the bear at bay. 3 points in the Degen Aura is almost enough that he can just run away without the bear ever hitting him.
No one back into the jungle. Yet to see an exorcism come out of him. But the shrine, yeah, ready in 7 seconds.
Both teams getting pretty much everything they need here in the early game. Interesting thing to note is that Puppey actually has quite a few CS on his Disruptor. He's got 18 CS.
Yeah.
Been farming away quite a bit here with the pulse.
Lone Druid left bot lane and then he got the farm bot lane a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Free time. So Ace, pretty standard build. Phase boots on his hero, brown boots on the bear. Maybe a little bit slower than some of the kind of Midas rush builds that we see into the Radiance.
It's
But
just stronger in the early game. You want to value being powerful so that you don't just accidentally die on the most important hero in your team. You can get behind that decision.
It's a really nice farm spread again from Team Secret. Not just the Puppey Disrupt farm, but you look at Yapzor. All Ring and Tranquil's already up. 2-1-1. He's died once this game, so he's keeping a lot of the gold in his pocket, not wasting it for death. So the Blink Dagger looks like it's going to be here at a reasonable time, you know, pre-20 minutes potentially.
For sure.
Supporter.
Could be. That is very big indeed, because they need to hold, like we talked about earlier, they need to hold the aggression that is going to come out from VP. We're still expecting VP to be the ones to start activating and pushing towers,
Front foot forward.
whereas Secret are going to be the ones to try and delay that. But at least Secret managed to take the bottom tier 1 first with a Lone Druid.
Ooh. Ace has Maelstrom queued up.
Yeah, not going for the Radiance.
Even more faster pace trying to build up here as mid lane meatball in onto the Fisher, the snowball trying to save no one, but the Echo Slam from
The counter.
Yapzor. Lil, you tried to save, but you put them in danger, and glimpsed back into his death means that a double kill there for mid one secures him a ton of gold. Can finish off his drums very shortly.
It's just one more case of Yapzor being on point in a good position, and mid one super happy to get all those kills there. He alacritied himself up with the power treads, and he's hitting like a monster.
He's got drums actually, with 700 gold spare.
He does have them. Yeah. So getting a nice early game build up here for every single core hero, making sure that they are not weak in the early game. Meanwhile, the Phoenix, of course, still saving for Midas. Pasha going for the rundown on Puppey, who has no TP,
Oh, Puppey.
but he has no need to really chase there.
Phoenix nearby. So Phoenix is the one going for the Hand of Midas. You know, you look at Invoker, Lone Druid, and Phoenix, and you're like, all three of them could feasibly go Midas. It's
I
kind of
think-
standard builds for
I
them.
think Invoker goes back for Midas after his drums, though.
Okay.
It's just a fighting item first, I think, and then he's gonna go back for it, most likely.
Have a draw sends the Luna back from the tier 1. Again, Secret defending these towers really nicely, but Exorcism
they're gonna
is
kill the
here and they're
bear.
going to kill the bear.
300 golds going the way of Luna. That is so much money for you know, Miss Mike.
Still coming in, still trying to defend. Fisher onto the Luna. In comes the bear, the second one this time, focusing Ramses. Strom will strike. Bata thinking about this dive into Supernova. The potential is definitely there,
At
but
the same time, they're going an Invoker. So mid one gets hexed up, snowballed in.
nice cold snap.
Oh, he gets away.
Turn around with a meatball.
He's turning it.
The Fisher is there and mid one's alive. The Lucent Beam won't be enough.
Sunstrike, does he have it?
So
He has it. He gets
the
it.
Sunstrike.
Oh my god, mid one. You beast. He gets ganked and gets 2 kills and walks away. His team is like, okay. Okay. That was godly. A little bit unfortunate for him that they didn't get the ice shards the way they wanted, but holy crap.
I love
mid
the
one is
laugh.
actually so good.
Invoker laughs as well
Yeah.
as he gets the double kill. Like, haha, you tried to kill me? Well, they're going on ace. Miss the shots now. Supernova comes out and VP have to retreat. The entangling claws come through with a savage roar and ace finds another kill. Secret hitting their stride in this game as Puppy comes in with a ward, has a static storm
They have
ready to
Invoker
go.
here. They want to go on Pasha.
Where's the silence? In they go. Start things off. He's got
Repel
repel. Pops
TP.
it off with a TP
Try
and
for the roots.
root not coming. He will get out.
This is so massive. Like I said, Secret needs to have a good laning stage. This is far beyond what I meant when I was saying that. This is such a great start for the Invoker. Not even going for the Midas now. He's just going for Aghanims as soon as possible. And he's going to have it. He's halfway there already. This is looking like a great timing. And must say, they've had a little bit of a trouble connecting the ice shards the way they wanted to. A lot of times, the enemy hero has just barely been on outside of the range and they walk away. Top and I think 3 times on mid, they have kind of missed.
Little out of sort. Secret, though, really hammering away in this game with another catch onto Pasha. They'll kill the Omni. And we thought that Virtus.pro, I'm not going to put your name on this, but I definitely thought that Virtus.pro here in the first 15, 16 minutes would be...
I'll sign that. I definitely believed so, but...
knocking on the doors of towers, pushing hard.
Secret are the ones who are just outplaying them right now. They're definitely taking control because their heroes are not even meant to be stronger at this very moment. But Lone Druid adding a lot of power, and then the fact that mid one survived on that mid gank, these are all implications from that, right? They took the top tower because of it. They got the kill on Omni Knight because of it. They got the kill, you know, like a lot of things happened due to the fact that Invoker didn't die there.
Little knock-on effects happening. Ramsey's Mask of Manus into the Manta style, standard classic stuff. Phoenix finished off the Hand of Midas, moving into the Shiva Guard now, it looks like, but I really just want to see Virtus.pro, you know, utilize a smoke, get some action going with more than just a couple of support heroes. They'll clear out these Ancients for now for Ramses, but Solo holding these Serpent Wards, he's hit level 6. You look at the map and not a single tier 1 has fallen. They've all kind of been chipped away at. Secret have defended top tier 1 really nicely, which might be the sticking point here for VP. You know, they kept trying and trying top tier 1, kept getting pushed back and pushed back. Maybe it's time to go and revisit that little scenario again for themselves.
So the one thing we need to keep in mind is that Luna is farming up a lot right now. She's getting to a point where she's going to have a Manta style extremely early, and this is a very important pushing component. Could be interesting seeing exactly how this is going to play out.
Ramsey's born in 1999.
He is very young.
He's very young, isn't he?
I don't know if he's... Yeah, that could be true, right? God, he's 10 years younger than me.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking exactly. I was born in 89 and I'm like,
you too?
Yeah.
Okay. Good year. Damn good year.
It is a good year.
Yeah, Rams is the kid. I saw a clip of him earlier. He was sitting and screaming at the camera. So funny.
Funny little man.
Yeah. He's very talented, that's for sure. Getting a lot of responsibility in this game that he has to hard carry and do the work here on the Luna, but so far looking great. The Courier, like could be a dangerous path.
Oh, Fata gets caught. Ramses moves in, and this will be a kill and likely a tower here for Virtus.pro. They group up as 5. They get something done.
However, as always, the Lone Druid on point, split pushing, gonna get a tier 2 for this, so definitely the bigger trade for him. And there's no point in TPing up here. It's not gonna be in time. Even if they did TP, Shaker is sitting there, lurking, waiting for some.
Blink ready. 17 minutes in.
Yes.
Done. Aghanims for the Invoker now. These timings for Secret looking very good. As VP, you know, you were mentioning that Pasha, we saw his Omni Knight the other day. No fun build for him this time. You know, no Radiance, no messing around with that. Going for the Ether Lens, kind of realizing that he's not one of those, you know, carry poor Omni Knights. He really is there to save his DP, save his Luna, make sure that they can accomplish that they require.
I think Ether Lens is a smart choice, especially since there's so long range of initiation on the side of Secret. So this just allows him to save his teammates from a little bit farther back. Oh, meanwhile, he's actually gonna get brought down. see that.
I was looking top because
they
VP
used
are
to-
moving in on top lane. I was
They
like,
used
oh,
the
look.
Disruptor ulti to kill him, and now Lone Rid, are you gonna get away? He uses a nice spear. Nice
Now
shards
the
this
shards
time,
land.
collecting the way they need to. That's a big kill for them, for sure.
In comes
And
mid one.
Mid one.
In comes mid one. Meatball, definitely blast, and the Blink Echo. Yapso's caught the both big calls. Finally, the Eclipse will come out, but the Supernova's landing, and this is Team Secret wiping that freaking floor with Virtus.pro.
Not safe yet. They have to keep
Solo.
running.
Are you out? Clips
2
in a second.
seconds.
They've got the vision. They have this solo kill. Maybe they want Lil instead. Nah, they'll drag back the Rasta. Down you go, Rasta man. No more dancing for you as mid one kills Lil with a Sunstrike. We should have looked at that instead because that was a
Lord.
sicker kickoff as
Yeah.
Team Secret. They've got to be super happy with the way
On
things
my
are panning
way,
out.
says Fada. Yep, that's definitely true. That Sunstrike maxed out level, of course, with the Aghanims as well. Super strong damage.
Okay, hand emoji.
This is looking tough. Already some high ground damage gonna be dealt. They lost their Lone Rid, but they get so much back in return.
What now for Secret? Back up, play the map. Plenty of farm to be had. Mid lane and back in the Radiant jungle as Ace is trying to finish off the Radiance. So Maelstrom into Radiance, not something that I've seen in a hell of a long time. Honestly, today
Very farm-oriented build, yeah.
today has been the day about talking history of Dota, right?
A little bit, yeah. And this build is definitely packing a lot of magical damage, which is pretty good against Luna, who has so much armor. So easier way to lay into her a little bit if we're looking away from just the fact that it's farming tools as well. And at the point when he does get the eventual Aghanims on Lone Rid, it's gonna be quite helpful to have both those items. Tons of them. Mid one
Oh, they popped the dust. but
almost gets dusted there.
hidden. The rest of Secret look like they want to come in. This one Dire Observer Ward spots out kind of aggression though, if they were to pop out of their smoke.
See, gonna find an Arcane Rune. Quickly just snagging it and moving away as the smoke is coming in here from VP. VP going for the Roshan. Puppy sees it. Gonna glimmer and run. Now you have to think twice about it. VP seem to be a little bit outmatched every time here by the tiny movements of Secret.
Yeah, we were
Oh, Puppy though.
heck glimmered. Can they catch him and chase him though? Tornado's good from mid one. In onto the Omni Knight. Meatball's dropped, but this is exorcism from no one. Now Ramses needs to get into battle to finish off Puppy, and he will succeed. The Sunstrike not quite connecting there to finish off Pasha. Pro move into the pit.
That was the fight that VP needed. Now they can start in on Roshan. I like no one's positioning here, standing outside the pit. Still deal damage with the exorcism. He was kind of hugging the wall to be as close as possible, but not
here
in the
comes
pit.
Secret.
Secret.
Roshan is still alive.
For Yapsor with that slam.
EMP gonna get dodged a little bit there by VP. They've got the Eclipse coming through to try and deal with the bear, but ooh, no one is dealing with mid one, forcing him back. Aegis claimed, Supernova taken out as well. And Secret not really getting too
Going.
much until the blink
Oh.
forward yules into the air. No Echo Slam now for Yapzor as he's cleared up by Virtus.pro. The entangling claws onto no one, not accomplishing too much.
No one, as always, playing so clutch. He's such a dangerous player in these positions. He managed to have high ground vision onto the Earth Spirit or Earth Shaker by the Observer Ward that they planted earlier, and he gets that quick Yules the moment he jumps in. Little return kill in the end there. They do get, of course, the Aegis on Luna, who's building into the BKB. This is starting to assemble the pushing mechanism that we were talking about. They're having their full 5-man coming together soon. The Secret, they have to be very proactive at this point in the game. They need to shove out every single creep wave whenever they can. Invoker and Lone Druid have to be really active. That's probably why he went for the Maelstrom into the Radiance build, trying to be even stronger at shoving the lanes back.
Yeah. If he had the Midas, there would have been, you know, a longer lap, a longer kind of bit of downtime for this Lone Druid, but much nicer being involved with everything indeed.
Yes,
We were looking at Secret's kind of range of initiation, and but then kind of realizing that VP don't have that. They're much more of a setup as 5 onto an objective and force the team to come into them. Outside of that, they have Tusk, Snowball.
They have
to
good
really get into
reactive.
fight.
They have good reactive heroes with the Snowball save and with the Omni Knight in the team. So they have 2 different ways of saving people, and that's great whenever you have a DP. This is a typical thing that we see. We saw a DP being played earlier in the group stage where there was no save, and that just makes it so difficult to play it. But in this game, definitely there are good tools. One thing I want to point out, this Phoenix does have the Fire Spirits that DPS and very, very close to Shivas. almost has the entire thing.
Farmed Fata on that. But
Yeah.
we see a 4-staff on top of the Ether Lens for the Omni. Again, just playing into all of... extending the range at which he can save his DP in the Luna. Back up. Flipped. Ready. Aegis. 2 minutes and 40 seconds until it's reclaimed, so plenty of time for BP to toy around with this, especially with no one's BKB arriving.
They need to start doing it now, though. They have to just go down the bottom lane. And already, you can see, this is why I was talking about split pushing. Phoenix just already shoving in top. He's going to push one more wave. So if you want to push the bottom tier 2 tower, it's going to be difficult to do so. They're probably opting for mid instead. Going up for it.
Forge Spirits here now for mid one. Alacrity on one of them sends them forward. Doing a bit of chip damage there to no one, forcing a purification.
Ramses, look at his positioning.
He's going in. He wants to try and get a bit of damage onto this tower. Awesome spells out of mid one. Some use out of this Aegis. A nice repel keeps the damage and the mana burn at bay for now. 5v5 mid. Who's going to come out on top? It's a glimpse. Snowball, nicely played by Lil. Dodges out from the static storm play as well. So Puppey overreaching there.
That's one tool gone for Secret now. If they want to defend this, it could be difficult. Luna dropping a little bit low and doesn't have mana for too much here.
Respecting the Blink Echo though, and Invoker combos as well, it feels like.
A little bit surprised to see that they're backing out after the Disruptor ulti was expended there. Be interesting if they kept pushing. The Phoenix does have the Shivas and queuing up a BKB next, so not going for the Ether Lens, or Aeon Disc. Ether Lens Phoenix, that would be quite... Especially...
We saw it a couple of times, like fly pick back before it was changed.
Yeah, when it was still doing spell damage.
Yes.
I meant in this patch it's gonna be. Oh, they're going for the kill. Sunstrike connects cleanly onto Lil, but the Luna coming in with the ulti, not gonna
Doesn't
connect at all.
cleanly at all, no.
And the glimmers there, no detection.
No TP though for Puppey.
They have detection coming.
Echo Slam in the back. They've put out a big target. It looks like Pasha will fall. Puppey and Pasha, double P. Taken out of the game. Tornado. Oh, not long enough range to
if
catch
he had
solo.
If he had 1 or 2 more points in Wex there, would have gotten him. It's actually a Hurricane Pike build on the Invoker. This is purely because the Ice Shards and the Spirit Siphon effect. The rundown from VP is quite annoying. Even the Degen aura. You don't want to get trapped or held back by it. It's giving himself a chance to build 4 stuff.
Once you get hit by one, the rest of them
Exactly,
pile in.
all of them will just lay in on you and you can't get away.
Still time.
They have reached a tier 2 tower though.
Finally, Serpent Ward's down, but Aegis is about to expire. Like 2 seconds from now, it's going to get taken away from the hands of Ramses.
Cold Snap
does
just
still back
stopped
up.
at least, so he regens to full HP. Always something for him.
Howard falls as Fata moves. Catch. One's there though. 5-man group up. Fruition. But Virtus.pro still toying with the idea of fighting in this Radiant jungle.
Yeah, they still want to look for something. They don't want this game to drag out too long, because in the very late game scenario, I don't think they're too comfortable going into this. They're not too weak either. It's like Luna is she is the hardest carry in this game by quite a margin. It's just that you might not get to fight in the late game. There's going to be so much split pushing by Invoker and Lone Druid that you won't do anything. Teams kind of tearing up here mid.
Yeah, we just saw mid one queue up Boots of Travel as well. Again, playing into that split push factor. He moves on, looking for a glimpse or so. Virtus.pro playing together though as a tight-knit unit. Illusion Rune from Yapstor tries to hold out the top wave. Secret just so good at defending their towers. Like bottom lane, again, we come back to this point where teams just, they don't care strategically too much about bottom lane towers. It's nice gold, it's nice to get access to jungle areas and stuff like that.
But the only towers that VP have gotten though, they've defended really valiantly on the mid and the top lane.
Exactly, especially Radiant side, right? Mid and top lane with a shrine there available. Roshan is super nice to TP toward.
He has all that control, and it's gonna matter quite a bit. If they can't take these tier 1 towers before Roche respawns, that can be annoying. They're gonna go down mid though with the BKB. They have to be careful not to get chain bursted. Repel does get used here. I'll take the tower journey.
They were not quite getting it, and Yapsor was really nicely kind of edging out there, making sure he doesn't get hit by the glaives as they bounce across. Waiting for a Blink Echo opportunity. Now buying a smoke for himself. Blink Force Staff ready. Yapzor really could be that pivotal initiation hero that Secret need to start a fight.
Yeah, that's why he's going for the Shadow Blade as well. Just trying to be able to really find whoever they want to initiate on. If they don't counter-initiate, that is, of course, Shaker fits that role extremely well too. Third are the ones who want to move up mid a little bit. They're both drawing where they think the enemy team could be. Both of them are wrong right now. Playing with a lot of respect for each other. Oh, Chaco onto the bear. Gonna try and kill it. Not the easiest kill. It's gonna get healed up. Got a strong heal on the bear.
Up to almost full HP.
Lil doing some split pushing bottom. He's actually pushing in a way that he doesn't show himself on the minimap. Quite annoying. Always they pay attention and look down to see the ice shards flying. Only that wave is just pushing where you expected it to go the other way.
What are we looking at talent-wise here? Yapzor, level 15, nothing spectacular there. The Phoenix closing in on level 20 though with that Icarus dive range, as well as Invoker, level 18. Like, it's so weird. There's no Hand of Midas on him, but a Midas on the Phoenix. They're equal in level. But the level 20 there, alacrity, damage, and speed, super strong. You know, you look at Cataclysm and it's like, oh, that's a pretty cool spell. Global vision, you know where your enemies are, but one cooldown and no real great in-game real uses.
I'm actually gonna disagree with you. I think that Cataclysm is gonna be his choice here. We'll see. They might of course go for the alacrity due to the bear in his team, but there are many really good uses for it. One, you can use it as a scouting tool the same way you use a Zeus ulti, and then you don't really suffer that much from it because you're still Invoker. You have tons of other spells that you can rely on, so it's not like Zeus where you suffer so much for not having the ulti. You're still powerful. And other than that, they have a lot to disable, and with the Shiva slow as well, I think the Cataclysm could come into a big play in this game.
I guess VP grouping up as well means that they're likely to land a couple of the big bits of damage.
But primarily, it's a good tool to scout the smoke and the movements of the enemy, because it very, very accurately pinpoints, and it's a very nice little siren sound when you call out where the enemy are, like, yep, you're right there, where the sunshine is landing.
Into the BKB now for mid one. The boots of travel.
Almost Aghanims on Phoenix, bro. That's an interesting spell. So, the Aghanims Phoenix ulti refreshes every single spell of Invoker. Something to keep in mind. It does refresh spells, but not ultis. But Invoker, well, he doesn't actually have an ulti, right? He has Invoke. So, very good combination if he does it on him. Also, just to save anyone who gets grabbed, of course.
Serpent Ward and Exorcism used here to get into the Roshan. Thinking about going in. A quick snowball onto the bear will keep Lil alive for now. A Force Staff out buys the time, but DP going in deep. There's a Static Storm in the pit. Roshan's falling. No one pops his BKB. The Blink Echo. Yapzor moves in. It's killed off the Roshan, but Ramses gets the Aegis now. The long-range Shackles onto Puppey. Move them back. Yapzor, the only casualties so far, but they will catch the Disruptor now as Virtus.pro, the 5-man movement across, playing as a unit, get themselves the Aegis cheese on Luna. Roshan killed, and now they move towards tier 2s.
This is quite bad. They do still have the Phoenix ulti, but other than that, they expanded both the Disruptor and the Shaker ulti. Gonna have to rely on Invoker to defend this high ground. They tried to steal the Aegis, but the Shaker ulti didn't stun the Luna.
Now, Yule's up. Mid one in trouble. Silence. The Guardian Angel from VP is there, but the shards don't block mid one in.
So
pushing
fast
out. The Supernova is doing a lot of work, but the right click damage. Here the hits are coming in. Take down the Fata Phoenix as Ramses holds his ground on its high ground ramp. Down the tier 3, and Virtus.pro have suddenly kicked into gear, and they're taking down the buildings. They've got the Aegis still. The cheese has been passed over to no one's death prophet, but the creeps are gone.
They're coming in now,
They have to wait for the
though.
new wave to come in. Nice tornado after the initiation from Yapzor, and they force out Ramses, so he's glimpsed back into danger, but he's got a Hurricane Pike pushing him away. The Snowball save as well. The Savage Roar won't do enough, and now they turn back onto the bear. Yapzor jumps in, he gets the hit onto Ramses and forces the Aegis out. But Virtus.pro, they've got more tools at their disposal. They don't have BKB Luna, but they should have a Repel coming out. The
Repel was used.
It's not going to be enough to bring down the Luna until the glimpse into the waiting arms, but there's no reveal.
Oh no, they got the glimpse. That would have been kill if they just had
Ace
some
sentry.
detection there. After all that hard fighting, all those spells being used to save her, finally when she should be dead, it is just that glimmer that saves her this time.
No buybacks used by Secret, though. Losing a tier 3 there and
It's
keeping
true.
the racks alive seems still like a reasonably good job defending high ground against Aegis Cheese.
They did do a good job holding, but still Ramses, you know, and his squad can be happy about themselves. They took Roshan, they then took tier 2, they then took tier 3, and in the end, what really died, they were the only ones getting kills. They got Disruptor, they got Phoenix, and they got Shaker. That's really the entire trade that we have witnessed. So not a single good thing for Secret. So they need to do more job of preventing these 5-man scenarios, because you see the strength of VP's lineup right there.
I guess the latter stages of that was without Exorcism, right? Now it's
That's
back
true.
up. The VP can think about going again with BKBs and Eclipse. Like, VP made that push without ultis, basically. Moving up high ground to take tier 3. So
Luna doesn't really need ulti to push. She just runs up and starts attacking. Now having the butterfly as well, gonna be a nice thing for her. Of course, Ancient Totem still always hits. Always something with Shaker. He can't miss her.
get some more damage on Yapzor. Get the crit, get the Daedalus. Barter coming in. Blink Echo. Who have they found here? Snowball will save up no one. It looks like with the BKB turnaround as well. Goodbye, Yapzor, and maybe more as Phoenix chased down with the silence still going. Barter has no Icarus dive. He's going to be forced to ulti soon, but he's going to go for the TP instead. Do they have a stun? They've got a punch? No, the shards will come, but not any kind of finishing move. But now they focus the bear. Chased down by the snowball, which will connect and kill
They're
by the
trying to
Lucent
reach the
Beam.
hero as well. He's got to try for a TP in the corner. Can they
Shards.
stop him? Yeah, they
Yules.
can.
I've got the vision. Ace.
And
to the world.
immediately, do not have any time to waste. Invoker has to push out the other lanes. They're going to go down a lane right now. 70 seconds on Lone Druid. There's going to be a timing window right here for Virtus.pro. Sure, they use the DP ulti, but like I said, Luna does not need to have an ulti or anything to push, but she still does have hers. Scary here for Secret.
Really is.
Pressure is coming. Your racks are already exposed. Feels like they kind of want to fight outside base if they want to defend, but I think they're going to have to suffer one racks at least going down here.
Unless mid one can pull some magical miracles.
Repel gonna stop any attempts for now, and I think they can easily commit and take this. He could be up in 12 seconds for Luna.
Use the glyph here. A nice little play on the Luna. The defensive cooldowns are being forced. Force staff, repel, purification. They're just spamming spells now, though, Secret. Trying to keep VP away from these racks. But with the
So
glaives bouncing through, it will be inevitable that they get taken down. But they can't shift top. Maybe could think about shifting mid with Exorcism down for 50 seconds, though. It looks like VP happy with the racks they've taken. Move to Shrines, control bot lane, and think about the push in about a minute.
They're immediately moving for the next lane here, yeah. They will have their ulti by the time they reach the enemy base. There's no push on the other lanes for Radiant yet, so VP are really getting the upper hand here and the momentum that they need to take one more set of racks. Cheese is still available for DP as well. In backpack for now. We'll see if she swaps it in after using Hood or something like.
This game has been the opposite of what I expected.
Quite has been, yeah. Thought that
Early game win
VP
for Secret and then mid to late game win for VP so far.
But this is roughly the timing that we should expect for the high ground push anyway. As soon as Luna has the butterfly is really when you start looking, can Secret hold on? This is definitely looking like a tough order for them. They are queuing up the Aghanims on Lone Druid, so he wants to start pushing harder, but push is already here.
Force staffing up. Ramses one's in.
Never scared.
He's taking a lot of damage though. BKB is forced out.
Yeah, he
Ramses
realizes that he's
runs.
gonna get glimpsed if he doesn't use BKB when he runs away here, so gonna use that one. And they dealt a bit of damage, but doesn't look like they're gonna be able to take racks. Top lane Ace staying for maybe a little bit too long. Have to be careful.
Damage roll's nice though.
There's a Hex on the Omni Knight.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, he just pulled it out of his pocket.
Pasha has big items and Ace feels the pain, but mid one wants to try and turn this back onto VP with a nice quick kill there over on the Tusk. But the Lone Druid's dead with the bear as well. They chase
Luna,
the
though.
Luna with the Blink Aggro Slam coming in from Yapso. They've caught the two. No one. Exorcism is going, but he needs Spirit Siphons to keep himself alive. They've got Enchant Totem and Yapso forced down forward. There we go, in onto the Death Prophet. And this is outside the Dire base.
The cheese?
This is Virtus.pro maybe losing a big fight that they cannot come back from. No one dead to a triple kill from mid one. Oh boy, buybacks might be forced here.
They definitely should be. Mid one, no one. Hard to keep the names together, but we're going behind here with Pasha. Getting scouted out by an Illusion here who's being microed. Shaker's dead, so he's playing his Illusion as if it's his hero. Gotta contribute in some way.
Not
that
dead.
is a big buyback to force right there. The Luna now has to play a lot more cautious. If they ever attempt to push while she doesn't have buyback up, be quickly game over if you lose a fight.
Phoenix with Ags.
That rotation, you saw the quickness in Secret, running all the way up there to top lane.
I was like, oh, Ace is dead, but no, he bought enough time juking and trying to TP that
He didn't even juke for that extended period of time. It's just that Secret very quickly made the decision, we're going up there, they're gonna go on him, and we're gonna kill them. And that worked out beautifully for them. Both these teams showing so many sharp edges, you know, in their execution. Beautiful to watch.
The Ace Aghanim's on the way that you were talking about earlier. Lone Druid moving towards it, but amount of time to continue farming up. Not just that, but buyback in the near future, as you just know the Virtus.pro with, you know, next Roshan, next push, stronger. There to be split out across the map. Possible. Mid one, Ghost walked up with an Orchid now complete.
And he did go for the Alacrity damage and speed, so they're going to have a super strong bear when they want to make plays around that. The bear, however, going to maybe get brought down here once.
Tornado. Saving him.
Yeah, it's dead once. The biggest... Oh, actually, it is a little bit of a harm. It's 1 minute until the resummon. I wonder if they kept track of summon time. So they probably want to force something right now.
They should have known, right? Because they killed him top lane and then he resummoned when he respawned. Bear immediately after. Probably, like, also the fact that there's no bear out on the map, you know, pushing lanes. VP probably very...
Yeah, they should be able... But the timing window for taking advantage of it is starting to disappear. So they had to go sort of immediately if they wanted to play towards that downtime. Seems like they have missed that timing. More items. They're finishing a Satanic on... Does have the Butterfly Satanic combination. Getting pretty close to 6-slotted here, or entirely 6-slotted, I want to say. Just missing, really. And then Guard. That's about it. Luna won't really change much other than that. I guess Divine Rapier is the final item, but...
Let's see where things go. With 45 seconds until Roshan respawning, both teams will be really angling towards that pit, keeping lanes pushed out. River. Maneuver mid, grouping up as 5, considering a smoke potentially. They're holding on to one on Yapso here, but it looks like they're going to sit behind the Phoenix.
I think they're saving it a little bit.
For the Roshan.
Exactly, but even if they smoke up now, it's going to be for Roshan in a sense, because they will get a kill before Roshan. This, of course, spawning very soon.
One has been pinged.
We see the same type of smoke here coming out from VP. They're making the move, checking Roche Pit. Not up just yet, guys.
5 seconds early.
Very soon. They run away. Roche is coming home. Finding anyone yet, but they're in good position to do so.
Ace turns into ranged form. Oh, that could have been nasty timing, but they jump at it instead. The Phoenix is caught. The two-man Fisher will buy some time. Hexed up now, though. The Phoenix forced away. Can they get him out? No, he's dead. May have to buy back as the big eclipse from Ramsey is chasing down into Ace, but he's TP'd away. Trying to get out of this fight. These have been expended by VP.
Big eclipse, but really only hitting the Lone Druid bear. Didn't hit anything but that in the entire duration.
And Secret have their ultis.
They did control enough to go into Roshan here. At least they feel like it. Invoker. Can he get there and do anything about this? I think so. Probably gonna be Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher. The way of Puppy with the split push disruptor, with the ulti. There we go. Get that damage, son.
Screw you, Creep Wave. I've got Forge Spirits coming in as well. A bit of chip damage here on the tier 3, but I think substantial as... What do we have? Aegis, Cheese, Luna. Who has the refresher?
He has so much lifesteal now. The fact that she has both the Satanic and the level 25 lifesteal talent, she's actually lifestealing for 50% of the damage she does. That is quite the lifesteal.
The refresher over on Omni buys the boots of travel. Roll for the refresher shards. So now we've got double Hex, double GA, double Repel, big spells.
They need a lot of these Omni spells as well, because sometimes it's easy to counter the enemy team as an Omni Knight. You just need to GA at the right time. But in this game, there's so much magical stuff going on as well. Obviously there's Invoker, Phoenix, Shaker, Disruptor. All of them deal tons. But even the Lone Druid has Radiance and Mjolnir yet.
Axe time.
Yep, now that bear is suddenly way stronger. And of course, if you get picked off on Lone Druid, it doesn't matter as much anymore. Bear is not. For him, and he sent it up top lane. Needs to reach the enemy base. Starts to push. You don't realize that the Aghanims is up. You could suddenly just have lost half your racks and took over, and you're like, shit.
Like that Shadowblade Aghanims Deso build where the bear is just like, I'm invis and I'm now in your base with a BKB as well.
Here goes though. Aegis Luna on your high ground. What do you do?
Repelled BKB Satanic Aegis Luna. So.
The first step is to glyph it up and try to stop that. Need to clear the creeps really quickly here. Arcane Rune on Invoker is a pretty good sign that they could maybe fight
look
here.
At that damage!
Yep.
Holy
Bloodthorn.
shit!
Bloodthorn doing tons of work.
With that Sunray on top, YapzOr thinking about going in again, but there is no backstab for Secret available. They have
the bear
to
has
head
reached
on.
the target. If they chase right now, they can get Rax top.
Oh, Serpent Water dropped. In they go. They've got the Snowball. Lotus Sword back as they save themselves.
Oh
it's
my
Fata with
God.
a Supernova now in the middle of 5 heroes. The Tornado's flying across. YapzOr, can you get into the battle? He's already used his Echo Slam, but he's already dead. Down goes Fata. Now VP have to chase forward and look for kills. The top Rax is gone. Mid Rax is falling as well as the Lone Druid Bear is clearing up the dire base. VP need to hunt for kills. They need to catch whoever they can. They've taken down Puppey's Disruptor. That's one, but the buyback from Phoenix opens things up. Mid lane, Glyph, Hex from Pacha. He will kill the bear. Tier 3 is still standing.
That is such a big win still for Secret, even though they whiffed the Shaker ulti there. I think the Rasta ward stopped him in the end there, but they got the entire top lane, everything cleared out, and the mid tower has 8 HP remaining. That the TP from Omni Knight did kill the bear once, but of course resummon was available, and that is no structural damage taken by Secret. But that is what you have to worry about. You had Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher, and you goofed, failed your push. Now you're really starting to worry if you're on.
Yeah, you've got Cheese and Refresher still, but that Aegis on Luna is so important. Like, we saw how quickly she died the first time, just the Sunray and Bloodthorn. Very, very quickly dispatched.
You might even want to pass over the Refresher to Rasta. He does have level 3 wards. Oh, Tusk getting caught out here. Bloodthorn on him. He dies so quickly. Hurricane Pike
has BKB. He can turn and fight this if he wants to. Tornado, not going to work thanks to the BKB of no one. The Hex now coming through. The Force Staff mid one, trying to get out of this danger, but he didn't pop his own BKB, so now may be forced to buy back.
I don't think so.
But VP?
There's something going on, you know, on the other side of the map.
Oh, there's a bear, is there?
Yeah, there's one of those scary bears. So I don't know if they will be able to force the Invoker buyback at all here. They're actually grouping up, looking to take a fight top on the side of Secret. Puppey goes in deep. They forced everyone home, just the threat of the bear. They saw the damage it dealt. If it did the same amount of damage it did the previous fight, there would not be a base remaining. Oh, DD Rune. This is extremely big. If Luna takes a DD Rune fight, that's why he's not picking it immediately. He will wait until it's gonna last long enough during the team fights. So.
This game has been
yeah.
Masterminds of Dota fighting out against each other. VP have an experienced lead, but doesn't feel like that really matters at all right now. We're looking at what level 20 talent you were mentioning.
Everything
on the
comes down.
Shackles duration.
Everything comes down to his next fight here. Luna, this is make or break. She has 600 damage per auto attack. She doesn't even care if there was to be any backdoor regen, but there's not. Look at those racks. They just fall immediately to her. One lane. Cannot go for a second one because, well, there's tier 2 towers still. Getting that lane, really important. They can now back out and start only focusing on pushing top. Likewise, we're going to see the bear starting to push out bottom because it has to be that opposite reaction kind of thing when you're defending. The enemy is going one lane, you need to reach their base on the other lane. This is very much a race between the Lone Druid pair, the Dire.
The Shadow Blade. Here it comes for the Spirit Bear. And then BKB queued up next, so it is the standard build. Ratty Druid.
It has so insanely high attack speed with this build. The Assault Cuirass giving quite a bit, of course. The Maelstrom turning into Mjolnir later gonna give so much. Shadowblade giving some. And then he has the Rabid attack talent, which gives 40 extra on top of it. It's a 90 attack speed from Rabid. One looking for something. Gonna find mid one who was around the trees.
Mid one and no one. Very close battle between those two. Ancients here, Secret just sticking together, making sure no one gets caught out across the map, because of course one pick-off could lead to VP during, you know, a huge push towards your base, or even just a big buyback forced out.
No one. I'm calling it. Next best mid player is gonna be called anyone or everyone. Full bottom. We're seeing an attempted kill here. Shaker gonna lead.
Gecko in, Supernova's down. The snowball save.
So
Lil super quick on it with the meatball dropping now though. Might be enough damage with the deafening blast out onto them. That's a big amount of damage, but Yapzor falls. Another tornado from mid one is coming through with the EMP, catching onto Ramses, but Pasha repelled up on the front lines as no one blinks forward, aggressively moving into mid one. There we go with the ice wall. Sunstrike thrown, but nothing to do for mid one's Invoker. The Phoenix dies. Lone Druid has to retreat, and Puppey left high and dry.
Yeah, he's going to go down. No way that he's going to survive. Resummon used by Ace just now. On the mid lane, they saw the resummon. They're thinking about killing that bear if they could, but of course, Shadowblade going to make it tricky. Buyback was expended by Tusk. Not the biggest buyback, though. Turn yourself too much. And noteworthy is that Tusk has the snowball speed talent. That talent actually makes you able to catch people much more often. And a godly save. He was so fast at reacting there. As soon as the Shaker ulti comes out, he was there before the second Shaker's.
Super quick from Lil. Ace brings his bear back. Situation, but he didn't finish off the tier 3 mid, and I don't think these creeps can do it as they're one hit from death.
They're not going to be able to do it. He's going to push the next mid creep wave.
Mid one TP's out from bottom lane, very close to being caught by no one. The Lincoln Sphere is on its way for Boca.
Have a gem on the Rasta against this Shadowblade bear shenanigan. Would be nice to bring it down since summon was used. Still 1 minute to go.
Look at how farm Solo is.
Oh, they're going behind on top. The silence is onto Omni.
Hello, Pasha. Can they kill? They can
740 damage from the Bloodthorn tick at the end. A lot of tick damage.
Big crit.
Oh, they have Bear taking the tier 3, but it is a little bit in trouble here.
Oh, Roshan is respawning now. Go on, Puppey.
That's a very early respawn. Teams are probably not expected to already be up.
It really felt like Puppey was...
There was a check.
They know now.
Yapzor knows. Radiant, they're definitely looking towards it. Invoker already making his way over. He's going to be the one bringing the most damage to it, of course. 1 minute without him, the Omni Knight. They do not know if he has buyback or not. They're not trying to force anything. But this Roshan attempt out of secrets. VP do.
Will they do?
Smoke was kind of spotted by an observer ward, so they are running. Oh, Solo turning back in.
Tank the gank. No one wants to fight, blinking in aggressively. They want to try and fight this, but it is a losing battle. No one forced a BKB out of him as the tornado not going to catch. He does get himself away with a quick blink. Virtus.pro. That may have just been a little bit of a throw there.
Yeah, they lost the gem as well in that fight. I don't know why they wanted to turn that. They didn't quite have the tools. Omni Knight is still dead, but that just shows how important the Roshan is to them. They don't want to concede it without a fight. However, they're going to have to. And this means that there's going to be a refresher on the side of Secret. Something they might even pass on to the Lone Druid in this game. It is, of course, super good on Invoker.
Yeah, the extra bear for Lone Druid, very, very nice. But what do we end up getting? Aegis and Refresher on mid one's Invoker, while the cheese gets past the Ace. Virtus.pro all alive now. They buy back on the Shaman and the Tusk to try and get into battle, but it will
soon enough, we might be seeing Lone Druid just buy straight up a refresher as well. Bear. He still has a little bit of upgrading to do. He can still go into the Mjolnir upgrade, of course. The Radiance tick is going to reveal that his bear was...
Maybe even a Deso? Sell the Maelstrom by a Deso, potentially?
Yeah, it is possible. It's just that the attack speed is still super nice for you.
Being able to clear waves, I guess. You don't...
And Mjolnir has a lot of uses, especially against fast-ticking stuff, like the Spirit Siphon. In general, triggers Mjolnirs very often. Oh, they're going to reach the high ground, though. Split push is not quite in time here by Secret. Like, VP are going to be able to force a fight. This time, though, it is them who are fighting into Aegis and Refresher. Pushing up against that, it's a tough order.
Ramses,
they're going.
Again, just full staffing forward. They've got the blink in from no one, trying to get a bit of a catch onto Phoenix or the Invoker. Invoker's dropping low, down to half HP. In fact, right-clicking away at no one, but he's focusing the bear. The Lone Druid is dying inside the fountain. He's going to get just far enough in to dodge the ghost.
Mega creeps
but Mega creeps have been claimed by Virtus.pro.
Meanwhile, the bear is in the base. It took mid lane. It's down. They now TP out, trying to defend, and they're going to kill the bear.
A Hex in onto Ace's little bear, and down it does go. So Secret now up against Megas.
DP is still dying. She's still over here. She tried to TP out, but he canceled her. I think they managed to get her with a glimpse. Yeah. They got her with a glimpse because of the high ground vision from that ward. I don't know what to say. I think he should probably have kept running for a little bit, but when you TP out so quickly after finishing a push, because obviously there's something you want to do. You want to stop the bear. Sometimes it's easy to drop one person. They lost their second most important hero.
Both of these teams are playing their drafts really nicely. Like, itemizations seem, spot on from
it's
everyone
top
involved.
Game for sure.
It really is just...
Mega creeps have been claimed, but that doesn't mean the game is anywhere near over. We're still going to see an attempt here by Secret to push down. All the lanes are in pretty good spots, honestly, so...
I haven't seen Megas versus Megas in the longest time in a game I've capped. It's been quite some time. Mid one will give away his position.
Look at all those sentries by VP. They're so prepared for this high ground push. They already know.
It's like, where's the bear? Where's the bear? Is he invis? Is he here? Is he there? It's the Shadow Blade Spirit Bear is...
they saw the ward being dropped. They just saw the wards being dropped, so you know they're in the base. All the sentries are being cleared.
Tier 4s. Waga.
Invoker's hitting from far away. Quite hard.
Are they really doing this? Tier 4 is about to drop the buyback from Death Prophet. Who's in deep here? It's the Phoenix. Lotus Orb is not going to save you, as the silence will help clear up Fata. And now Secret. Full retreat time, it feels like. Unless the buyback into the boost of travel. TPing in aggressively. Static Storm on Solo means he's dropped in the back end. Ace has fallen. He's going to buy back himself. But the bear is still going. The Ancient down to half HP. VP need to hold. They need to defend. They need to kill off the bear. And there goes Slam. In comes Yaptor. The damage from on high. They've cleared up 1, 2. Look for 3. It's Ramses getting a bit of distance now. The Satanic Pop trying to heal himself back up. But the Secret Squad absolutely ruining VP's chances as they run up forward. Luna moves forward, but Pasha, he's low. There's the Supernova, but the bear on the throne. Yules up into the air onto the Spirit Bear, but it's dead already. Secret clear up game 1. What an absolute match between these two top-tier teams.
Yeah, the strength of both these teams really showing all the way through. In the end, it's going to be Secret who just, in a nail-biting fashion, managed to end this game.